Hi, it's Lenke here from Len's Crafty Life, and I thought I would just show you, and maybe this will help you, maybe not, but I will just show you how I organize the challenges and everything that and the swaps that I am partaking in or intending to partake in, because I try to really to keep my word. If I say I partake in a challenge, then I want to, it says also, I'm a Christian, it says in your Bible, let your yes be yes and your no be no. So I'm trying to do that. Now, once I failed in one challenge, I apologized later to that lady. It was Sophie Fully Doing Greece. I didn't manage to partake in her challenge, but I will next time. But so sorry for that still, Sophie, but I do try to really enter into every challenge that I say that I will, because it's just not nice if, make somebody happy and, that you say that you'll enter and then the person is waiting for your package and then, you won't be able to send it for whatever reason, maybe very legit reasons, but the person will be disappointed. So I am really trying to avoid that, and I'm sure we all do. But this is one of the things that really helps me to avoid me making promises that I will partake and then, not being able to. Now, of course, things happen in life, that maybe your intention was to partake and then, something happened and you just couldn't. Those things always happen. There's always grace, there's always mercy. But I hope you will be able to get some tips out of this and organize. At least this helps me. So what I have here is a large folder or binder, as you say it, I think. Now, I do intend to, sorry, that was my doggy shaking. I do intend to decorate this some point. That's another project that I want to do for myself. But this is a 23 ring binder. Well, it's the size of a 23 ring binder, but it only has 2 rings. So what I've got in here is, first of all, my pen. And I've got it clipped on here so that I always have a pen. So when I watch somebody else's videos of a challenge, I make notes. I've got some paper over here, some blank paper, and I write down, if I haven't got anything written down of that person yet, I haven't entered the previous challenge or haven't done a swap, so I have no information on this person yet and this channel yet, then I'll write down the YouTube channel and then the name and the address and, all the things on this blank paper. So I've got some blank paper in here for future, swaps and challenges that I want to partake in. So, but the first thing in my folder, or my, binder, I should say, is a calendar. Now, I printed this off, just for free from internet. I just looked for a calendar. So what I got on there, I started in January doing this, and it's really helped me to keep an oversight of what I am supposed to do and also of the draws that are coming up. So what I have done, have sent out, I just cross out. It doesn't look very nice, but it helps me. Then I don't need to look at it anymore. I've done it, it's been sent, or the draw that has been done. So actually we are somewhere, we're in the beginning of April. Now you see that here on the 1st of April, I partook in the challenge of NG Pacey. Now on the 1st of April that officially ended. Now of course sometimes people get in entries late and they postpone the date of the draw or the closing date, and then I just cross it out. So what I could do is just check her channel. I see here I haven't crossed it out yet. The draw has not been done, so maybe it's still open, so I can always see, okay, let's check her channel, if she's done a draw yet. If not, I'll just keep it here and I'll go back to it later, because some do draws later or close it later, obviously. Now here it was still, actually this one is done, so I can cross that one out. What I also put on here are draw dates of things that maybe you don't need to send in anything for. Some ladies just do a giveaway, which is great. You don't need to make anything. They just want you to comment on the video, say would you like of it, give any ideas. But then you may not remember that you entered that particular challenge online, and then you missed the draw. And if you've won, they want you to, contact them, send you the address. And if you can't remember that you actually entered that challenge, then you'll miss it all. You'll miss your prize, and your prize goes to somebody else, which is a bit of shame. It's always nice to win and to receive your prizes. So this was, for example, a draw from Hummingbird Tales. It's a bit small on there, and that was the draw that she did online. Now, the draw has already been in the meantime. I didn't win, so I will just, use my pen, cross it out, and I know that's been, don't need to look at it anymore. Gina, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, from Gina's Craft Emporium. She had a birthday challenge card going on, and actually today she posted the draw that she did. I didn't win, somebody else did, won't say it. You'll just have to look for yourself. So I can cross that one out now. And here, I put her in twice because I wasn't sure when she was going to do the draw. So there's another one that I need to have a look at. I entered something, a challenge, an online challenge. I didn't have to send anything, of Scrapbook Sundries giveaway. So it's still open. It was on the 31st of March she would do it. I haven't seen a vid come by, so I can go to her channel, see if she's done the draw already. And if not, I'll just leave it here and I'll come back to it, a little bit later. So then you won't forget, the draws of the challenges online, or the things that you send to somebody. You won't forget to check them. So then I also have... This is the one of Thelma. She's ending now. If I just have a name, it means, first of all, I put like draw before it. Now I just put the name. But I also have, like here, I hope you can see it, make. These are the things that I have to make. You can see it here, you can see it here. And I try not to make more than 2 things a week. That's just, I don't manage more. I've noticed in the beginning, like here, I was just, I was really getting in desperate need of time. So that's when I couldn't partake in Sophie's, and I don't want to do that again. I don't want to disappoint people. I want to keep my word. So right now you can see per week, you can see what is gray is the weekend. So then I know, I try to make only 2 a week. So this coming week, I try to make the one for Mary, who is Mary Robson from MDXX1520. And I'll not go into every challenge, but I'll try to make a banner piece for her because she has or her son got a baby girl, which was born recently. Congratulations, Mary. I'll try to make your banner piece this week. And I need to make my own prize. Oh, yes, I do. Which means the prize for my own challenge. I have a birthday challenge going on, which you may well know. You can still enter till the 15th of April. It's running. So I need to start working on that because I need to show you guys. Then here it says on the 6th of April is the end of A Little Shabby Chic. Trisha, she's having a challenge, a snippet challenge at the moment, and officially it will end on Friday the 6th. Now I'm not sure, she may get late entry, so then as long as I haven't crossed it out, she hasn't done the draw yet, and I will come back to it and keep checking her channel, see when she's doing the draw, when she's received the last entries, so I keep check of that. Then here is one that says actually send. It's a challenge for Sonia Steptoe, but she is just asking for some swatches, some little pieces of fabric. So it doesn't say make because I don't need to make anything for it. I just need to send it off. And I put it in, like here you can see that I put in the draw. Here's the draw, or she says she will do the draw on the 29th of April. Of course, it may be delayed for late entries. That's no problem. But I just put it in so that I can keep an eye on it. So I try to put in the dates when it's ending first, and then I will schedule it, including the time it will take to to post. She lives in the USA. So it will take probably 2 weeks. I need to keep 2 weeks in mind. So this is, you know, Saturday. So this is 1 week. This is 2 weeks. And I actually took 3 weeks. So I give it a little bit more extra time. And that's where I put in when I need to do it. So I count back from the draw date so that I'm still on time. Now, then there's some others from Deb Hendricks. Again, make my own price because I probably won't finish that in one go. I want to make either large things or maybe several things. So then there's 2 other ones in this week, Deb Hendricks and Jean Jones. And then, oh, this one is no more. Then I need to send one off for Sam. Sam, she's in the UK. And again, I don't need to make anything for her. She wants some goodies. So anyway, then there's one for Mars from Michigan. I do intend to make still a card for her, a fabric postcard. There's a draw again. Now, anyway, you get the drift. So here it's quite open again. So there you go. That's how I keep track of it, of what I send. And, you know, when I send it, and if I've sent it, then I'll cross it out. And then the next thing will be the draw that I need to check. So this is for the second part of the year. Then after this, I keep the ones and I put this in on date, on closing date, when the challenges end. So you could already see here that the next thing that I need to make is the one for Mary Robson. Now, she is also coming up first on top here because I put it in on date. Again, the date including where I need to ship it to. To Scotland takes about, 5 days. So if there was somebody else also from the USA with a challenge ending the 14th of April, then the one from the USA I will put on top of here because the USA takes for me about 2 weeks. So I would have to give priority to the one that needs to go to the USA because it takes longer. And then the one closer by. So it's not just a date, it's also country that I keep in mind. And I put it in that order. So when I have so this is a YouTube name I put on top. Then her address, send the email. So the email address. Then, first granddaughter due April 4th. Yay, she's been born. Already. She was early. I think the 2nd of April. I'm not sure. Plus she has nearly 500 subscribers. So this is the challenge that she's actually doing. Then I write down here, make a piece of bunting. I put the requirements. And then I put down also the price, a fabric book or a card book. So I put that down. Not because I'm greedy, maybe I am, because everybody makes such gorgeous prizes. I'd like to win them all, but I also write them down to, because it gives me an idea when I do a challenge what I could do. So I keep all this information. So this one is next. Then I've got another one for Debbie Vignola. I'm actually working on she has a challenge going on. This was a challenge that I entered. She had a Make It Pretty challenge. And here's like another thing with Beatrix Pottage, image cards and text. Her birthday, I know, is January the 5th. Then I write down also, I pick up things. So if anybody sends in an entry to another challenge and I watch that video and they put on, their likes, their dislikes, their birthday, their favorite colors, their favorite style, I try to make a note of that. So on this piece of paper. So if I know that person, if I've been in touch with that person, then I'll quickly, get this folder out or this binder out. I look up and I add the information that I hear in somebody else's video. So that when I come to make something for that person, I know their likes, their dislikes, like here, their birthday, the favorite colors for Debbie, pastels, whites, creams, or bold, their style, shabby chic, and she likes steampunk. A favorite Beatrix Potter character is, in fact, Peter Rabbit. And she loves narrow trims, tiny flowers. I hope, Debbie, you don't mind me taking you as an example. Metal and resin pieces, cotton trims, appliques, and 3x3 note cards. That's what she liked. That's what I got this from previous challenges that she did. I watched a lot of her videos, and I know she did 3x3 note card, a challenge on that. So I just write those things down, because also in challenges, especially if people ask for certain items, you can make a note of that as well. And whenever you do a swap with them and you want to put something extra in, or you do a challenge, you know, an entry, you send in a challenge, an entry for a challenge, you can always add, if there is space, you know, in the postage still for the same stamp, you know, the same postage fees, you can always add in a few of the extra bits that you know that they will like. And if you write it down next time, you know, if I have something, then I can, you know, add some extra pieces in their package, and, you know, just make them happy. So this is one that from previous challenges. So I also, on the right, I put on the date challenge ends, when it ends, when the drawing is. If they say that's not always known when the draw is, probably not drawing, but draw. Then I put down here as well the date that I sent the package, and sometimes what I put in it, not always, but when it's sent. And I often also note down when they have received it. So this one was in November. I sent it off on the 14th of November, and she received it exactly 2 weeks later, the 28th of November. So I know it takes, and she lives in the USA, in Florida, so I know it takes 2 weeks for my package to go to Florida. So I need to keep that in mind when I want to enter her challenge. So she has another challenge going on just recently, so I keep all this. She had a birthday challenge which I entered, so I have that information. Again, it was Beatrix Potter, and I put down what she likes. She likes the bunny drinking tea, Hunka Munka in the door opening, and Mrs. Tittlemouse knitting. Now, she didn't specifically say that she likes all these things, but I got these things from her videos. Yeah, Debbie, I know a few things about you. Not everything. Don't know your bank account number. Maybe I should. But anyway, so these are just things that I got from her videos, and I listen to what people say, and I just like to make notes. So, you know, I can do something with that later, or maybe I won't. So anyway, this is, then I write down, also I draw a line. If it's finished, I draw a line, and the next thing that I do with somebody like a swap or a challenge, I can put underneath that. Now, this is a swap, so there's no end date, but I wrote down when she put the date of her video that I reacted to it, which was the 27th of March. Now, I've already received her keyholes, which is in my previous video. Have a look at that. They're really, really great. And I'm working on what I need to send her. And then also she has a 5 years YouTube challenge ending the 31st of May. So I should have put that in my calendar. Now let's see if I did that already. Let's go to May. Well, this is in Dutch. This says May, the 31st of May, Debbie Vignola. Yep, I put the end date there. And I should have put, like here, make Debbie Vignola. So that's a lot of time. I've already started on. She has like, she wants some tags at the moment. So this is the way I put it in. So, you know, I have it on their page, but I also put it in here in the calendar. So anyway, let's move on. When I've sent this to her, and let's say Mary is the next one that I do. When I've sent this to her, you see here, this piece of paper, it says sent. Everything that I've sent to somebody, I pop behind here. And behind here again is the blank paper. So I've got 2 of these here. So as soon as I finished it, I've sent it off. I put on the date that I send it off to her. Then she will go again on the date where it ends. I will pop her in here, probably somewhere at the back. because these are some that finish on April the 30th. Like this one is from Avi Fully Do. So she's in the back because she gave us a lot of time to enter. As you can still enter Avi's wall hanging challenge, and it ends the April the 30th. I sent it off on the 28th of March, and I actually haven't put down yet when she received it. Maybe she hasn't received it yet. No, I don't think she has. I could check her. She could have received it by now, so I could check her channel and then pop down if she's actually received it. When she has received it, I put a big P, like a tick, like I put, let's see, like I put here, Angie Paisley, her challenge closes the 1st of April. She has received my entry. I can see this very quickly by the tick that I put there. When the draw has been done, I put another tick, and this paper will go on alphabetical order behind here. So Angie will go here beneath the A. So when in future, that way I keep track of their addresses as well, of all their, their email address, the challenges that I did, the prizes, what they like. Angie likes, she loves pink, feathers, lasers, beads, sparkles, vintage, shabby chic, pastels, and she makes cards. So she's into card making. Now, those are all nice things to know whenever you send out a package or make something, that you can keep that in mind. So when she's done and when it's all finished, now, if, for example, I would win, then of course I will await the prize package, and she would go right on top here. I won't put her back here yet because, I need to check to see if that package arrives. You need to keep, I'd like to keep track of things that I'm supposed to get in the mail, so you can check later if you haven't received it after weeks and weeks and weeks. Maybe the package got lost. It needs to be traced or tracked down. So then she would go on top of here, which is what I did with Jean Rex challenge, which is finished now. But I want something, so I kept her paper here on top, and so I could see if I, when the package was arrived, then I put her here behind in the alphabet. So I can show you here then, for example, underneath the R, I got, for example, Rosie Posey Crafts. So I do it not on their proper name, but on their channel name, because I remember obviously the channel names better than people's private names. I know a lot of the private names already, but not everybody, but I do know everybody's YouTube name. So under the R from Rosie Posey Crafts, it's Annie, and this is actually the information. It's because she entered my challenge, so I've got the return address here. If she wins, then I have her address right here, and I know again what she likes. She put it on the card when her birthday is. I want to do something with the birthdays as well on a separate calendar, to just be able to, congratulate people. It's just nice. And a few of the things that she liked, which she put on the card that she sent to me with her entry for my challenge. Now, for example, here then is under the S, you've got Scrapping Happy XO, which is actually now Scrapping Happy XO Crafts. So I'll just add that to it, which of course is Jeanette, and she is from Australia. Now, she had a birthday. I entered it, I sent it out on the 16th of January. She received it on the 1st of February, which again is more than 2 weeks it took. So that's good for me to know. For the next time I send her something, I need to keep that in mind. And there's one check, which means I send it off. No, sorry, wrong. There's one check, which means that she has received it. I put that on with the date, and the second check means the draw is done, it's over, it's finished. You can tidy it all up behind here. So that's the way I keep track. And then there's, I put this here on alphabetical order of their names. And then what I also do is say here in the back, I had in my 100 subby challenge, I just, you know, have the piece of paper here that I used, and so that I can still see. I don't know, I may as well chuck this. I don't know, I just, you know, it's just a keepsake. I just like it. So this was my first challenge. My first challenge participants, everybody who said they would participate, I wrote it down. I received the entries. Some, you know, didn't manage to send it to me. That's fine, that can happen. But these are the dates that I received it on. I also gave them a number. The first one I received for this challenge. I'm not sure if you can actually see that. Talking here. Not sure if you can see that. Oh, this is a long video. I'm almost done. The first one that I received was from the Crafting Shed Davies, Jane Davies. And then I put the things that she sent that I'd asked for. And some of the things that she sent. And the winner was Nola Harris. Yay! So I also keep track of my own challenge in here. It's just, I put that one, I've got one going on, which is a birthday challenge at the moment. I put that, you know, behind all the things that I need to make and send off. I have one piece of paper, which is my birthday challenge. Again, I write down the names from everybody who says that they will enter in order. So I've got in total about 27 people or ladies who said they would participate. Of course, there are some who won't be able to, but that's fine. Don't worry. On maybe there's somebody in here who said they may or they may not, which is fine as well. But I just put the name there, so you know I can look out, and if it doesn't arrive, fine too. You know, those who have entered and have actually made something for me, I asked for a VR. So what I wrote on top of here is the date that my own challenge ends. I put in the entry number, so which is when I have received it. The first one that I received was from Avi Fullydo, and the 8th one that I received was from Laquita from Pampered Battles. And then I put here the country. I just like to know that, you know, it's a nice overview to see, you know, who participated in your challenge and from all the different countries. So there's lots of different countries here from people who are participating in my challenge at the moment, from the UK to USA, Greece, Australia, Scotland, Ireland, Greece, Denmark, Canada, Germany. You know, it's just, I just love that. It's just beautiful. It's from literally from all over the world. Then I put here, if I have their return address, usually I get it off the envelope or of the card, but you need to keep track of that, because if the person wins and you don't have the return address, it's a bit hard to ship out the prize. So if I don't have it or I couldn't read it properly on the envelope, I'll immediately send them a mail like, please can I have your return address for just, you know, if you win, that I can ship out the prize to you straight away. And I also put here the date received, the date that I received their package, and I also wrote down here what they made. So for example, Thelma from Thelma's Creations and More, she's from the USA. I have not received her entry yet, but I've seen she did a VR and she made me a beautiful altered mirror. I already have her return address because I also entered her challenge, so that's why it's got a tick again. I have the return address and I'm just waiting for it to arrive, and when it arrives I'll give her an entry number. The next one up, I'm at 18 or 19 at the moment. I've got an 18 here from Mary, and I put down the date that I received her entry. So that's the way I keep track of my own challenges. So I hope there's, maybe it's a bit much, it's a long video, but I hope maybe there are some ideas that will be useful for you in keeping track of the challenges and the swaps that you do, and also of your own challenge, maybe that you don't take on too much. I only put down, try to make no more than 2 a week, because I just won't be able to do it, and then I'll have to disappoint people, which I don't like doing. So anyway, hope you like this video, hope there's something in here that you can use, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.